Hello everyone, welcome to today's webinar on Collaborate, Analyze, Optimize the Reach of Information on Business-Critical SharePoint for Pharma. My name is Karthik Shah and I am your speaker for today on behalf of Indusa Infotech Services Private Limited. As most of you are here, let me start with the presentation. Agenda. Coming to the agenda of our presentation today, in the next 45 minutes or so, we are going to walk you through a market overview of Indian pharma industry. Next, we will talk about the importance of SharePoint implementation in pharma companies and how it can help them to achieve and maintain regulatory compliance, integrate line of business for good, enhance enterprise search capabilities, and improve employee self-service. Moving further, in the presentation, we will discuss the key scenario in detail where SharePoint is used for pharma like LOB integration, employee self-service forms, enterprise search, and regulatory compliance. We will then summarize the value of business-critical SharePoint solution for your business. The presentation will be concluded with Q&A session where we will answer some of your questions. Moving to the next slide, Pharma in India, industry overview. Today, India is among the top 5 emerging pharmaceutical market in the world. India will be amongst the top 3 pharma markets by incremental growth and the 6th largest market globally by 2020. Based on the prediction done by global consultants of McKinsey & Company, India's pharmaceutical market will be more than double from current year's $18 billion to over $45 billion by the year 2020. The Ministry of Commerce has targeted Indian pharma sector exports of US $25 billion by 2014 at an annual growth rate of 25%. Not only this, the market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 14 to 17% by 2016. The direction in which the market is growing calls for greater innovation, greater compliance, and overall growth to support the need for IT spends across pharma industries. Do you face these challenges? Most large medium-sized life sciences companies are faced with a number of market and regulatory challenges. Do you also face challenges like the need for innovation and collaboration with other partners as patents expire over the next 3 to 5 years? Need for greater agility and efficiency with launching products simultaneously across many markets due to the need to increase revenue sooner? Need for better communication across diverse workforces spread across multiple geographies and time zones? Need to keep abreast of changing regulations to keep track of regulations that are changing fast in those regions? Need to reduce information overload and increase productivity without spending too much time looking for information or the right expertise? Need to lower IT and operational cost pressure at each phase of the value chain and reduce inefficiencies? If not all, I'm sure you would be facing some of them at least. Let's have a quick poll here. We hope you can see the poll screen. Please select appropriate option. What is your single biggest challenge? Is it innovation and collaboration, agility and efficiency, communication, regulation, information overload, or is it the cost? Thank you for your answers. We see the biggest challenge is in regulation. An opportunity exists to bridge the gap. The answer to challenges discussed in the previous slide are in support for each of those challenges. Support for innovation and collaboration, support for greater agility and efficiency. For example, organizations need a solution that enables a single portal of information from different enterprise solutions. The solution should allow teams to form communities of practice very quickly, enabling free flow of thoughts through discussion threads, support for better communication, support for managing changing regulations. That is to enable the sharing of country regulations, regulatory knowledge, and interpretations with local and regional colleagues and global headquarter functions in an efficient way. Also, the tool should provide document management capabilities for CFR 21 Part 11 and other regulatory compliance, support to reduce information overload and increase productivity. The solution should provide capabilities of consolidating clinical data in such a way that globally dispersed researchers can access it more easily and securely from anywhere in the world. Support for reducing costs. SharePoint provides pharmaceutical organizations with a repository of reusable, up-to-date content, streamline process, and ensure that the content is thoroughly reviewed. As the amount of relevant content increases, so does the utilization of SharePoint. Thus, it lowers the cost of support, strengthens the brand, and creates a dialogue amongst the staff members. However, you can extend the value of your IT systems, manage compliance requirements, and implement an efficient enterprise search by integrating SharePoint with your LV systems. What is the X factor for SharePoint value? Most company uses SharePoint only for very basic collaboration scenarios, and while it drives great value to the company, SharePoint is usually underutilized. But when it's taken to the next level, the value skyrockets. We hope you can see the poll screen now. Please select appropriate option. Let's have a quick poll here. Which version of SharePoint you are using currently? Is it SharePoint 2013? Is it SharePoint 2010? Is it Microsoft Office SharePoint Server 2007? Or you are not a SharePoint user? Thank you for your answers. SharePoint for Pharma scenarios. Let us now move forward to have a glance at some of the scenarios where SharePoint can be used in pharmaceutical industry. SharePoint can be used for LOB connectivity, employee self-service for social collaboration, records and document management for resource planning and staff optimization, enterprise search for BI and analytics, and regulatory compliance. SharePoint for Pharma scenarios. In this webinar, we have focused on the 4 most important scenarios, that is LOB connectivity, regulatory compliance, enterprise search, and employee self-service. Now, Nandita will take you further.
Good evening, everyone. Moving to the next slide, Business-Critical SharePoint for Pharmaceuticals. This slide gives a summarized view of how SharePoint helps various departments in a pharma setup. Production departments can benefit from easy information access. SharePoint provides procedures and controls to ensure the authenticity, integrity, and confidentiality of electronic records. It can make business-critical information available in one central location. It provides a broader access to content of enterprise solutions, including ERP, CRM, and HRM via the user-friendly SharePoint. SharePoint helps in collaboration within the R&D department to accelerate new product development cycles. It helps in improving availability of information and reporting and productivity across teams. It also accelerates and automates business processes. In addition, SharePoint helps decision makers make informed decisions regardless of their location and provides real-time visibility. It increases business agility to adjust operations in response to changing market conditions. Visibility of critical projects, processes, and corporate governance controls are provided to the top management in companies. Not only this, it helps in improving the ROI, at the same time reducing the business risk. The next slide is on LOB trends and challenges. Here, I'll be talking about the first scenario, line of business connectivity, its challenges, integration with SharePoint, its customer value, and a business case. Enterprise solutions are also commonly referred to as line of business or LOB solutions. The trends and challenges that are associated with them revolve around the wide use of such apps in companies today. Integration gaps impact performance. Most of us use at least one LOB system, such as ERP, CRM, supply chain management, or employee self-service forms on a regular basis. In fact, as you can see, the average $1 billion organization maintains 48 disparate financial systems and uses 2.7 ERP systems. The business critical data within these systems gets stuck and results in a lot of disconnect between departments. There are many examples of how integration gaps impact organizational performance. For an instance, a pharma company was spending more than 25 lakh rupees annually in printing and delivering paper pay slips to employees. Tax forms were also a burden, as their payroll team had to consider ad hoc employee requests for tax information from previous years. Keeping up with the reissue of requests was time-consuming and costly, since all this information was not properly stored in the company's SAP system and only specialized employees could access it. By integrating SAP with SharePoint, the company empowered employees with self-service capabilities, automated the payment process, and increased cost savings by an estimated 346% for the first 3 years of deployment. Become a connected organization. Think about your organization and the set of enterprise systems or LOB systems you have. You must be having LOB experts, employees that are highly trained for user interfaces, which can be complex to understand. With SharePoint, the same data can be seen on a platform that everyone knows how to use. You don't have to worry about training employees on using a new system. Even if you do need to show someone how to use SharePoint for the first time, the learning curve is minimal. So what kind of data are we talking about? These could be HR for employee self-service and for training management and day-to-day collaboration and communication. It could be the marketing department for campaign planning and execution, collateral development, for digital marketing through social media. We could also be talking about production and quality control, which could use it for batch production and quality control records, document management, and regulatory compliance. For finance and CEOs, it could mean business intelligence and insights. For sales, we could be talking about managing Salesforce and field reports and performing as a good e-learning platform. Pharma companies can have an intranet and extranet site on SharePoint. Internal site can contain patient and drug records along with critical patient trial information, whereas external sites can be used to market the drug or for communication with different drug representatives. R&D teams can stay in constant touch and be able to collaborate on documents in real time. The LOB customer value. Integration of SharePoint with your LOB system offers a variety of benefits. These could include providing access to data anywhere to anyone at your company, breaking down IT system and communication gaps across teams, and creating efficient cross-company processes and business mobility. Let me take a business case to help you understand how a pharmaceutical company gained advantage by integrating its LOB system, Microsoft Dynamics AX, to extend document management capabilities to its AX users. The company had multiple locations for all project and documents to reside. As a result, problems of version control for key documents were constantly leading to confusion and rework. For these reasons, the company's LOB system was integrated with SharePoint to manage clients' document library, workflow, and notifications. The company implemented SharePoint team sites to store and control master copies of key project and documents. In addition, SharePoint consultants integrated data from CTMS, Oracle Clinical, Microsoft Project Server, and other databases to create a common set of reports and metrics. These resided in a central R&D metrics SharePoint site. The SharePoint integration with Dynamics AX helped them improve user experience of accessing ERP data through SharePoint, It helps them automate workflows for quicker approval and access to key documents. It also provided a 24-hour-a-day window into its business for distributor network. Now, team members have a central repository for all key documents and version control issues have been eliminated. This improves efficiency and productivity across the organization. Moving to the next scenario, regulatory compliance. The pharmaceutical and life sciences industry is currently facing unprecedented compliance challenges. The close regulatory scrutiny of the industry is unlikely to subside anytime soon. Globalization, information protection requirements like privacy and security, business partnerships, heightened transparency expectations, external reporting obligations, and other drivers force companies to re-examine their enterprise approach to IT governance, risk, and compliance. Due to these challenges, pharma companies are unable to give attention to their clinical team, where employees routinely email countless documents across the organization for review and approval. SharePoint solutions. For regulatory compliance, SharePoint can assist in quality, regulatory, and contract requirements. SharePoint can be used as a compliance platform. This includes a comprehensive set of features that address all ICH, US FDA, EMEA, and MHRA regulatory requirements. It can facilitate real-time Adobe PDF conversion, control document management, full lifecycle management of the document from inception to obsolescence, flexible and powerful process automation tool controls to prevent documents from being overwritten. It can offer version tracking with major and minor versioning. It can configure document numbering, allow check-in and check-out of documents, auto-population of document properties, electronic and digital signatures that address all regulatory requirements. It can provide audit trails that give a detailed log of every activity. It can provide a date and time stamp and automatic user tracking as to who prepared and who reviewed the record. In day-to-day use, checklists, validations, aggregation, and signature capture make the application easy to use and very attractive. Thus, all clinical, regulatory, and HR content can reside on the SharePoint portal. This makes it easier for the legal and regulatory teams to find clinical data details and ensure compliance with government and contractual obligations. Let us now take another case study where SharePoint was used for regulatory compliance. The pharma company needed to collect and submit thousands of documents to as many as 19 separate regulatory agencies. They also had no consistent process for managing this task, no central document repository, and no significant automation. They sought a document solution using SharePoint that would comply with recognized standards, be easy to use by employees in many locations, and would fit in with the company's IT strategy. Employees supporting 8 vaccine development programs used the program to capture, process, and store over 7,000 documents. The company used the system to prepare more than 180 electronic regulatory documents for submissions in less than a year. The SharePoint implementation improved document workflow by assigning documents to appropriate staff for drafting, review, and approval. It enabled role-based access to track all changes on a single platform, ensuring version control. Notifications were applied to alert users of any changes to documents. Plus, the creation of document-specific audit trails revealed the entire lifecycle, satisfying an essential aspect of regulatory compliance management. Program managers can instantly see whether a document has been brought into the system, who is reviewing it, who has approved it, and whether there is any outstanding issue. It became much easier to work with documents in other parts of the company across several locations. Enterprise search, challenges, and customer value. Moving towards the third key scenario, which is enterprise search, we shall cover its challenges and the customer value in this slide. The enterprise search emphasizes on finding the right information in an efficient manner from all content and people in an organization. Knowledge is evolving and so must search. However, users face some challenges, which include unified search, that is, search across all structured and unstructured content, hybrid and cloud. That is the journey from on-premise to the cloud, and evolving with social, which means how do we collaborate, create, and consume knowledge. But SharePoint provides a find, answer, extend, search experience to users. What do you mean when we say find? Pharma companies have valuable content like documents on drugs or quality records. Search can bring this data from wherever it is and present it to the user while maintaining safety and efficacy. What is the answer there? The right results differ based on who you are, your context, and even your previous actions and history. You can choose the way you want results to be displayed. How do you then extend the search experience? As a pharma company, you want users to be able to find the right information and customize the way results are displayed to users. Hence, enterprise search helps you get the right result, act on the result, and build great experiences. Coming to our fourth and final key scenario, employee self-service. Let us quickly talk about how SharePoint facilitates employee self-service. It helps employees automate processes such as filling up an online leave application form, booking a room for scheduled meeting, reimbursing for local conveyance forms, and others. It also helps to analyze workflows, anytime information access, reminders, and alerts for events or meetings. In addition to these, it provides rights to managers to approve, revert, or reject employee forms and optimize the decision-making process. Apart from these, SharePoint helps in rapidly responding to business needs. Employees can make quick and informed decisions. It provides role-based access to organizational forms. SharePoint reduces the work burden of IT staff. It offers automated emails to attendees for scheduled meetings. It helps in filling up an automated leave application form and its online approval. It provides anytime access to the submitted forms. One can set reminders for scheduled meeting or client visits. It reduces the extra manual effort and thus empowers employees through complete access to information. This slide shows some of the employee self-service forms that are commonly used in an organization. Like this is the meeting room booking form. We have a leave application form, and this is a local conveyance expense statement. Here we have another real-life case study. A pharma company wanted to implement SharePoint portal to help its legal department streamline document management. For years, lawyers and contract specialists were also struggling with version control issues, and many had trouble finding documents in the maze of folders and subfolders on the shared network drive. With the automatic document conversion features of Word 2010, regulatory team members no longer waste time converting documents to PDF. New co-authoring tool allows more than one user to work on a document at a time, reducing review times. It also eliminates the need for an individual to manually collate team comments. A new forms-based solution on InfoPath has made the vacation request process much simpler. Employees simply complete the online form, and from there it is routed automatically to supervisors for approval. The solution provides automatic email notification to the employee and updates staff member vacations accordingly. Karthik, will you please take it from here now?
Thank you, Nandita. Let us now move forward with business-critical SharePoint and its impact on your businesses. BCSP solution can help to connect line of business applications into the collaboration platform which everyone uses, so people can find the information they need, make better decisions based on relevant and timely information while ensuring compliance around core business processes. Boost your ROI through faster time to market, process efficiencies, reduce risk, and lower IT cost of ownership. For several companies, the benefits of BCSP went beyond financial ROI and were enabling fundamental changes in their business and even in their business models. Now here you can see the connected value of BCSP ROI. Some business benefits include reduced cost, faster and better decisions, reduced business risk, increased output. Similarly, process benefits include fewer error or rework, shorter processes, automation, simplified data entry. And some key IT benefits involve faster development, unified access control, and many more. These benefits are what customers are seeing within the organization when they take the BCSP as SharePoint approach. And these are all benefits that you want to bring to your organization to deliver the best possible experience for your customers. Getting started. SharePoint has been adopted in the pharmaceutical industry at an unprecedented rate. Yet many companies are struggling with how SharePoint should be utilized in their organization. Whether you are using out-of-the-box functionality in SharePoint to drive collaboration or employing SharePoint as a platform for application development, Indusa can help. Our knowledge of the pharmaceutical industry, SharePoint best practices, and how to work with end users is why clients continuously ask for our help with their SharePoint implementations. Indusa is a BCSP partner, and we can help you with your business critical SharePoint solutions because this type of solutions are part of our core business model. We work on a regular basis to help pharma companies connect SharePoint to LOB system to improve the core business processes that they are managing, and we hope you will consider us as part of your solution. About Indusa. Indusa is a CMM Level 4 ISO 9001 and ISO 27001 certified company. Indusa was founded in 1989, and since its inception, 80% of our client relationships have lasted for over 8 years. Indusa is a gold Microsoft partner with 4 gold and 6 silver competencies. In addition, we are business critical SharePoint partner as well as SharePoint deployment and planning services partner. We have extensive experience working with SharePoint for designing and developing solutions for enterprise intranets and extranets, as well as business critical SharePoint solutions in a wide variety of domains. 93% of our employees are Microsoft certified. Our Microsoft Customer Satisfaction Index shows 100% on major key performance indicators. Indusa is headquartered in Illinois, USA, with its development center in Ahmedabad, India. We are also having a sales office in London, UK. Okay, with this, we come to the end of our presentation. I suppose that you may have a few things buzzing in your mind at the moment. You can contact us anytime and we will be willing to address your queries and meet your requirements related to SharePoint implementation. Please do visit on our website for more details on our service offerings. Thank you very much for participating. Have a nice day ahead.